What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. As you can see, we got my guys, Freddie and Reese. Freddie, Reese, say what's up, fellas. Freddie, we're going to start with you. Keep it in
the Knicks in 5.
Maybe we should have started off with Reese. He probably would have been more realistic. Reese.
G-L-E-S. Y'all say, hey, man, Trey, real quick, man. Just let him see it. Just let him see it. Off the rip. That way I ain't got to come back to it. Y'all see us. Y'all see what we doing.
Look at this.
I don't want to have my hopes too high. We're going back to the bowl, baby. We're going back, baby.
Okay. All right. Well, look, fellas. Wow. What an optimistic statement there, Reese. You know, it's very hard to go back to bait. You know what I mean? But you guys do have some talent, so it's possible. It's possible. Fellas, let's go ahead and get on started to the show. But before we do that, let's cheers a little bit. I'm drinking my Fat Tuesday.
Cheers, fellas.
All right, that tequila's kind of smooth. Can't even hold it. Now, because we got the Suns versus the Nuggets. These boys have already played a game. Now, the Nuggets did dog walk the Suns. Come on, little fella, let's go. It was kind of bad. But do y'all believe that the Nuggets are gonna win this series? Because it looked bad, so you might think sweep or maybe even a gentleman's sweep. Freddie, I think we started with you last time. So Reese, what's your thoughts on this series? Suns versus Nuggets. Who wins?
I have the Nuggets.
Nuggets in.
I have the Nuggets in 5 or 6. Ooh. And it's honestly all because of DeAndre Ayton versus Aaron Gordon. Because I really do think that those are the two X factors for their team. And what Aaron Gordon showed you last game is, if KD gonna give me 20 and a half, I'm gonna shoot this shot. So if AG is hitting those threes, which he will not hit that at that clip every game, do not get me wrong. But what he's showing you is what he's not gonna do on offense is settle just because he's getting baked on defense. And you gotta respect that. Whereas Ayton is settling on offense and defense. They showed the clip of Jokic fighting with everybody on the Suns, and Ayton just staying out of bounds, just looking at him, just completely disengaged. I don't know. I feel like it's what's going to be the toughest part for the Suns, which I think they're going to end up trading Ayton this summer, is that he don't want to be there. And so it's like when he gets frustrated with Jokic, because Jokic is a very frustrating person to guard. Especially the way
he's so freaking aggressive and wild at times, but nothing illegal. It's just like grabbing your arm, bumping the shit out, even before he gets the ball. He plays European basketball for real.
Ayton was visibly frustrated because it looked like he was like, yo, I've been in the gym this summer working out to be able to stand up against Giannis running through me. And then here comes Jokic, who's basically just footworking me, like feet work, like Zach said. It's just feet work, and then Jokic does not give up after he throws the ball in the air, and that's what really pisses people off, is that he's still under the basket, he hasn't moved.
Yeah, but he holds you off. He missed, he had 3 or 4 situations yesterday where he literally just kept missing layups and just getting the rebound right back. And that's why I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah. That's why he sounded like 8 of 21. That's but it's like, yo, you can't do anything. There's not many players with that size and physicality.
Freddie, real quick, did you say who you choose in terms of
no. So I'm torn, honestly, man. If I had to put money on it, I would have to say Denver. 1, because of familiarity. 2, because of the big guy inside. I don't trust DeAndre Ayton. I've been going back I don't trust DeAndre Ayton, and what Joker does on a rebounding standpoint, I feel like really matters. I definitely think it'll be a lot closer series because watching that game yesterday, Golden State, Phoenix was making the most careless, forced, trying to get ball through small window for no reason, turnovers. You're coming down a fast break, and instead of three of the best mid-range shooters in the league are not stopping and popping for midi. They're trying to force the ball through players, through traffic. Like, it was just a lot of dumb stuff, you know? And then, like, he brought up Aaron Gordon's hot shooting night. I think KD was just more so heat checking him. I don't know if AG ever shoot that well, but I don't know if Michael Porter Jr. ever shoot that bad. So, yeah, it's tough. KD got whatever he wanted and played amazingly on defense.
But offensively, man.
Yeah, but
seven turnovers to 1 assist is tough.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's like a lot of careless play, and Denver just seemed like the sharper team. They also played in Denver, where it's tough to play.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like, okay.
Do you guys think they'll steal a game in Denver? Because again, Reese, I know you're saying
say that right. So if it comes down to a 7-game series, I got Phoenix, but I don't know if it'll get there, because it comes down to this guy for me over everything else. D1 Canadian. Michael Jordan, 6'4". Every time he's in the playoffs, they win more. The most important player to the Denver Nuggets championship hopes is Jamal Murray.
Okay. So before
what he did is effective scoring yesterday, efficiency, his ability to get a tough bucket continuously and break a team's will and go on a 12-0 run by itself and bust open a game, how Steph was doing today, right? To a lesser degree, Jamal Murray did yesterday. And then to be able to play defense effectively right now. He's not a lockdown defender, but he's playing effective defense and still be able to facilitate when Joker has been shooting 45% from the field and 70% from the line in the playoffs. Mr. Efficiency. Now you got Jamal Murray stepping up and showing why he was also the best player in the 2019-2020 playoffs. Last time they went to the Western Conference Finals before AD walked up Joker. This is what we came here for. This is my point. Jamal Murray is the most important player for the Denver Nuggets in terms of them getting an NBA championship this year.
Can I ask a question before
ask Trey? All the questions.
Before Trey says that Jokic is more important, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So, you know, every series, you need the others to win a game. You need your star players to win a game. And then once, you know, the series kind of slows down, everybody knows everybody plays, that's when your stars are supposed to stand up and kind of win games, right? Mm-hmm. So game one, did Aaron Gordon win game one, or did Phoenix turnovers win game one? I love Nuggets defense.
I think it was Phoenix turnovers and Aaron Gordon played, but I don't think his points were as felt as Jamal Murray's. The timing of Jamal Murray's buckets were crazy. I always feel like timing of your buckets matter, right? But I think it was Phoenix turnovers as well, because that's what kind of opened up the game and got the Nuggets out on the break for those shots for players like that.
Trey, what do you think?
Phoenix.
Do you think that was an others game, or do you think Phoenix just kind of gave it away?
I think it was kind of a combination of Denver won that flat out, but then also the Phoenix Suns kind of gave it away. They played sloppy. The Suns.
They literally gave it away.
I mean, the Nuggets capitalized. Like Aaron Gordon, he may not go 3 for 4. You know, maybe Michael Porter does go 1 for 4 again from the 3-point line. Like I've seen Aaron Gordon be consistent for an entire season, right? But then also we saw Jokic be extremely efficient. Now maybe he'll flip that around, but like point in time right now, the man shooting 70% from the free throw line. We didn't see that before. So maybe 50% because of the matchup. Like I think it was just game one. I'm not trying to read too much into it, because now let's see the Suns end up demolishing the Nuggets. Oh, now the narrative is going to completely change. Hell, FanDuel's going to take away my cash out money a little bit from 33 now to like probably 22. So I mean, I don't want to read.
But I'll say this too, though. It's crazy because Denver scored 37 in that second quarter, and I can't say that I think Phoenix could stop them from doing that again.
So you guys, is that because of the coaching? Like you don't think the coaching can figure out a way, or is that just because of lack of personnel?
I don't think it's even that. I think
both
again,
teams defensively
KD
give up buckets.
Well, yeah, KD didn't guard AG. He literally let him shoot. It was like whatever. Ayton can't guard Joker because he don't got this. So I think what Phoenix will have to do is offensively, they gotta expose Joker, bro. Like no, I don't know how teams are able to hide Joker at times because they play man and he sits in open space, right? He doesn't go out to the perimeter. He sits in open space. So if you run a screen, put him in a screen and roll action, he's triple drop coverage. He's not coming out there to protect. So you can go towards drive on Joker, or you can put three. But you got to make him uncomfortable, make him work on defense. It's not even about, trying to take over a game as one player, but just
I think
about
big.
making Joker work on the other end. This is what Golden State did last year. It's what Phoenix did the year before.
What do you guys think about Ayton and CP3 needing to be more aggressive? Because again, D-Book.
I actually think that CP3 was very aggressive.
Yeah.
So I actually think that Chris Paul was very aggressive. I don't think that the Suns were able to expose Jokic because Ayton is not involved enough. Yeah. He's not involved enough.
Absolutely.
Like I mean, it's just like, and he cannot continue to settle for the mid-range shot, because basically what you're allowing Jokic to do is play defense from the 3-point line to the free throw line, and that's nothing. But if you have to run from the 3-point line to the paint and do that, 20 to 25 times a game, you see what I'm saying? That changes the pace.
If I'm CP3, I'm trying to run the pick and roll game with Ayton a lot, and then I'm having KD and D-Book on the wings, and whoever the hell else.
But have y'all not noticed that when it's D-Book and KD, it's kind of your turn, my turn?
So yeah, I was just about to get into
grab the ball.
But that's what I mean by when I say CP3 needs to be more aggressive. I want him to be the floor general of the team. Like when I saw KD come onto the squad, I'm not gonna lie to you, on FanDuel, I felt comfortable in CP3 still getting like 8 assists, because that's what he should be doing, especially with these two weapons. And I saw a little switch, like D-Book and KD's assists kind of went up and CP's went down. I'm like,
that was one game though, Trey. CP3 in that Clippers series.
But no, I'll say this though. You know why Chris Paul's Chris Paul's assists have gone down? Because now the action is D-Book, CP3, and KD screen and roll with Ayton. And then when CP3 is giving the ball to D-Book and KD in their spot, they're not quick shot guys. They're kind of getting to their shot, and then they might actually make a pass from there. So it's a lot of hockey.
Not a catch and shooter, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But even with that, I think we're overreacting to it. Because again, in that Clippers series, Chris Paul was fine, with the exception of maybe a game. Like that 11 assist game and that 9 assist game. So like I said, but there's an extra star there. But I think just looking at just game one, I feel like, well, for one, let me give Denver credit for how well of defense they played. Like they played some pretty damn good, and they played some pretty damn good defense versus Minnesota. So I don't want to take credit away from them there, because in the regular season, I didn't give them as much credit. So let me do that. I want to be fair. But yesterday specifically, I felt like they were like, okay, KD and Book are technically unstoppable. Let's let them just eat, and nobody else eats, right? Yeah. Because we know one thing: Jamal Murray's going to match one of them shot for shot, or at least give us close enough. Joker's going to give us 20 plus, right, with everything else. And between Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon, one of those dudes going to give us 15 to 20, right? And then we got KCP. So we're going to get all our players their points. We're going to be good from there. If we could just limit it to D-Book and KD, let them get their 30 apiece, and everybody else is shut down, we're good. Because
it's crazy.
DeAndre Ayton's not going to say, yo, involve me if they're shooting. He's going to sit back and let them shoot. And I think that's a brilliant game plan, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys, what's more important, those two getting their 30 or Ayton and CP3 getting 15 plus?
Easily the second.
And that's why I said I want CP3 to be more aggressive. I put on the video already. I think he's the X factor. As far as the Suns go, CP3 is kind of going to drive that bus. You already know what you're going to get from D-Book and KD. But you can get a phenomenal series from CP3. I don't know how you stop this team, even with the issues that they have from a depth perspective. Maybe you have issues with Ayton. I understand that. Like again, those three players, that'll be quite tough. Like,
it's crazy though, because I really do feel like if I am Michael Malone, I want the ball in CP3's hand, because I'm very comfortable safeguarding Devin Booker and KD. And it's just kind of like, if we already know that they are, say every game that we say they're going to at least get 20 to 30 points apiece. So you're saying that they're going to get 40 to 60 points. You know what I mean? Cool. But I just personally feel like if I'm looking at CP3, This is me just watching that first series and watching game one. And again, though, they have played 15 games together, right? And I think that is a huge factor, and it will be the determining factor when this game gets to elimination time for either side. I think it's going to come down to all the, because, you know, KD gets a lot of credit for being able to be input into any offense.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you still got to have some type of chemistry with the others, because KD can play elite basketball with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, but the others are not on their level. You know what I mean? In terms of playing, in terms of feeling out the game, in terms of knowing where to be at certain moments and stuff. Like, I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, Torrey Craig and Josh Okogie, I give them their respect, but they're not a Emmanuel Quickly. You know what I mean? They're not a
it makes us wonder, what's up with Terrence Ross? Why isn't Terrence Ross?
And that, so what's wrong with him? He only got 5 minutes last game. What's wrong with TJ Warren? What's wrong?
He hurt.
And look, what's wrong with Darius Baisley? Because Darius Baisley, 6'9", athletic. So in terms of rebounds,
what's wrong with them? You know what's wrong with them?
Energetic.
They're not in that 8 to 9.
Oh.
When they get to the playoffs, you play 8 to 9 guys, bro. I'm not making this shit up. I swear I'm not. Really, we know
you got a 9-man rotation for playoffs. That's high school.
The only reason that Landale touched the court last night is because Aiden had 4 fouls. That's when you pull the 10th guy up, right?
So let me ask you this. So specifically with Phoenix, is this a case of maybe you don't need Bismack Biyombo and you go to like Jacques Landale? Or do they have Sarge on their team? Who has Sarge? Like, because Jacques Landale through the regular season had he's high energy guy. He can actually shoot that 3 ball. And he'll rebound and he'll defend. And he doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Well,
Bismack Biyombo is not going to be able to out-rebound Joker. He's not going to be able to outweigh Joker. And he's not going to be able to pull Joker away from the rim.
Let me ask you guys this. What about putting him and Ayton in the lineup with Kevin Durant and D-Book and Chris Paul? Because now you have a bunch of players, 6'10", you got 3 players 6'10" and above. Yeah. And then you got D-Book, who has shown that he's willing to play some defense. And then Chris Paul has always given it the old college try and been pretty good. So would y'all work with that?
I think it's tough because of the way Denver runs. I think it's tough in that situation. The way their offense sets up, they run that like split action from up top off of Joker. And Jacques Landale is going to be out in open space. So I don't think you want him in those situations too often. Like, I mean, first of all, AG looks like a 2-guard right now, bro. I mean, he's facing up and bouncing that pill right now, bro. And
but I haven't seen like this
type of bag ever out there, bro.
I'm going to keep saying this every recording. Because people switch every goddamn screen. What is the point of having defensive specialists on the court anymore? I really don't get it. Like they just give people up. They're just giving people.
I think some of those defensive specialists will fight through screens, will stay on their man. Like Marcus Smart, he'll fight.
But not only that.
No, hear me out though. Hear me out. If you run Jamal Murray's highlights from last night, he at least got 15 points on Shannon. At least, bare minimum, because. I mean, you know what I mean? And then also, the Nuggets are get away with not bringing another big off the bench. I think
that's terrible coaching because you blitz that screen and roll, right? You blitz it, and you don't switch. You blitz, you give your time to get you trap that, and help defender drop back.
That's what the Nuggets do.
That's what you're supposed to do. Trap that ball,
and then you can pass the ball.
Get the hell back out of there.
Hey, look. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna monitor what we said, right? We're gonna see how that series goes, though, because I'm sure y'all boys want to talk about the East a little bit too. Which one do I want to start off with? I don't know.
Start with the Knicks. They play today. Start with Knicks.
Start with the Knicks. That's so crazy. I was really about to start with the other one, but all right, cool. Hey, well, look, fellas, we're gonna have to see how these playoffs shake out. But this was a good one, though. I greatly appreciate y'all boys.
Yeah.
Y'all got anything you want to say before we close up? Freddie, I got you.
I just want to say that Jamal Murray is the most important player.
All right, so
I would like to say Tobias Harris. I would like to say that Tobias Harris is a professional. Jaylen Brown will give him 30. I would like to say PJ Tucker is 34. Jason Tatum will give him 40. I would like to say that neither of those things may happen, but I have hope.
Okay.
Sounds like a politician to me.
I'm just saying, I just want to see good basketball, no injuries.
It'll never happen. Ask the public when's the last time somebody won a ring without an injury happening in the playoffs. Ask them. You ask them, let them comment below. Ask them, because they can't tell you. They won't be able to tell you.
I would just like to say, Jamal Murray's the most important player on the Denver Nuggets. Of the championship.
Hold on, wait, Freddie. Hold on, Freddie. Hold on, you're coming in a little staticky. What'd you say?
You ain't about to hang up on me.
He about to end it. He about to end the line.
What'd you say, Freddie? I can't hear you. Okay, I got you. Okay,
I was born at night, not last. Yeah, I knew what she was gonna do. I was born at night, not last.
I hate Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I've been hating on them enough.
Jaylen Brown's ladies and gentlemen, look, I hope y'all tune in. If y'all want to hear the end of this, y'all can tune in to after the credits. But I appreciate y'all boys again. Hope y'all stay tuned. Be healthy, be responsible, and be happy.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.